Good day. This is Tab and another message for you. I haven't put out a video in a little while because I wanted to wait until the election stuff was over. I wanted to wait until all the Pizzagate stuff was over. If you don't know anything about Pizzagate, there's plenty of information out there. Has to do with government elites and pedophilia and all that kind of stuff. I'm not going to touch on that here. But I wanted to wait until that cooled down just a little bit before I made another video. And what I want to present today has been an issue among people for some time, although it's not really that obvious. And I'll explain. And I'm going to present the information, and maybe you would like to comment. I've said before I respect and appreciate other people's views and would like to see a healthy conversation on this topic. Recently, a movie entitled Hidden Figures was released. And it prompted me to make this video, which I started actually putting together some time ago. Did you know about these women that were brilliant mathematicians, and they were very instrumental in making NASA a success? Well, I didn't know either until the movie came out and I started doing a little research. So the topic of this video is going to be the whitewashing of history. This is changing history to reflect more white people and hiding people of color. And since we recently celebrated, I'm going to give you a few examples here. Since we recently celebrated the Christmas holiday, I'll begin with St. Nicholas, which is where we get our tradition for Santa Claus. The commercialization of the Jolly Fellow, as well as the holiday, deserves a video all its own. If we look at representations of St. Nicholas, we mostly see an old, wise, white guy. However, there's also more pictures out there, him with darker skin. Well, which is the truth? He is the patron saint of sailors, merchants, archers, repentant thieves, children, brewers, pawnbrokers, and students in various cities and countries around Europe. I got that from Wikipedia. Let's consider the person. He lived from March in the year 270 to December in the year 343. He reportedly performed many miracles and is known for giving freely, such as putting coins in children's shoes. St. Nicholas was the bishop of Myra and was born in Patara, which is modern-day Turkey. Since he was born in that region, he would not be the white guy with European facial features. The people in this region, between the Middle East and Africa, or North Africa, have darker skin, Middle Eastern facial features. Another one is St. Augustine. He's recognized as one of the foremost theologians in Christian history. He was born in 354 AD in the municipum of Tagaste, which is now known as part of Algeria in North Africa. His mother was a descendant of a local indigenous group known as Berbers. His father was a pagan, thought to be of similar descent. Now, every nation has its version of indigenous peoples. In many areas of the Middle East, there are Bedouins. Australia has the Aborigines. The U.S. has the Native Indian. The Berbers were considered an ethnic group much the same as these. Considering what was presented before with St. Nicholas, St. Augustine was born of Berber lineage. He would have had darker skin and Middle Eastern facial features. My question is why? Why would the history of the world concerning people of color be whitewashed? We have seen, this is a big one, we have seen representations of Christ as a blonde-haired, blue-eyed white man with European facial features. His mother, Mary, in the Greek and Hebrew is Miriam, was of the tribe of Levi, and Joseph was of the tribe of Judah, which fulfills prophecy that the Messiah would be a descendant of David. Jesus was born in 1st century Palestine, which is now known as Israel. Don't let the white people of the region today fool you. They are mostly descendants of the Ashkenazi Jews that flooded into Israel from Europe after it became recognized as a country in 1947. In the 1st century, the people had darker skin, black hair cut short, and Middle Eastern facial features. For those of you who have been indoctrinated into the whitewashing, are you okay with Jesus Christ looking like this? I know plenty of Christians who would immediately disbelieve, they would disbelieve such lies. But wait a minute. This is an historically accurate representation of Jews at the time. Are you going to continue to believe the lies that have been presented by the satanic agenda throughout history? Think about your learning of history when you were young. We only know history that we were taught. Which brings up the issue of who is really teaching us history, and why do they present it in such a manner? In the U.S., there have been plenty of people of color who have not been mentioned in our history books. I have posted a link in the description box for a segment from the Glenn Beck Show. Now, I don't always agree with everything this guy says, but this is an awesome video. You should watch it. It has very important information about black founding fathers. Yes, I said that correctly. Black founding fathers of our nation. Watch the video. We've never heard of these people. Why? Again, I'm interested to read any comments you may have about this issue. Peace in Jesus Christ.